Unit 2, Approaches to Political Theory, Normative, Historical and Empirical. Question answers from BA Honors Political Science Semester 1, Understanding Political Theory. Self-assessment question. Question 1. Distinguish between political theory, political philosophy and political science. Answer. Political theory, political philosophy and political science are closely related terms, but they are not the same. Each has a different focus, method and purpose. Political science is the broader discipline that studies the state, government, political institutions, political processes and political behavior. It tries to study politics in an objective and scientific manner. Political science mainly deals with questions such as how does the government function, how do political institutions work, how do people participate in politics, how do elections, parties and laws operate. It is generally based on facts, observation and empirical evidence. Political theory is an important branch of political science. It studies political ideas, concepts, and institutions in a systematic and analytical way. It deals with concepts such as a state, justice, liberty, equality, rights, democracy, sovereignty. Political theory explains the meaning of these concepts and also evaluates their importance in political life. It is both descriptive and critical in nature. For example, political theory asks what is the state, what is justice, why should citizens obey the state? Political philosophy studies politics from the viewpoint of morality, ethics and ideals. It is concerned with what political life ought to be. It asks questions such as what is an ideal state? What is the best form of government? What is justice? What kind of life should human beings lead in society? Political philosophy is more value based and idealistic. It focuses on moral principles and ethical questions. Difference between the three. Basis meaning political science, study of politics, government and institutions, political theory, study of political ideas and concepts, political philosophy, study of politics through ethics and ideals. Nature, political science, empirical and scientific, political theory, analytical and critical, political philosophy, moral and philosophical. Main focus political science, political behavior and institutions, political theory, political concepts and principles, political philosophy, ideal political order. Main question political science, what is happening in politics, political theory, what does a political idea mean, political philosophy, what ought to be. Method political science, observation, facts and evidence, political theory, explanation and analysis, political philosophy, moral reasoning. Example political science, study of elections or parliament, political theory, meaning of liberty or justice, political philosophy, ideal state or ideal government. Thus, political science is the wider subject, political theory is its analytical branch, and political philosophy is concerned with moral and ideal questions related to politics. Question 2. Write a short note on the contemporary approaches to political theory. Answer. The approaches to political theory are broadly divided into traditional approaches and contemporary approaches. Traditional approaches dominated the study of politics before the Second World War, while contemporary approaches became more popular after the Second World War. Contemporary approaches are more scientific, practical, and empirical in nature. They try to study politics through facts, observation, data, and actual political behavior. These approaches do not depend only on philosophical speculation or historical description. One of the most important contemporary approaches is the empirical approach. It studies politics as it actually exists. It is based on observation, experience, and evidence. It tries to make political science more objective and scientific. The empirical approach believes that political theories should be tested through practical observation and experiment. It separates facts from values. Facts can be verified through experience, while values are based on beliefs and opinions. The contemporary approach also influenced later developments such as positivism and behavioralism. Behavioralism focused on the study of actual political behavior of individuals, groups, and institutions. Main features of contemporary approaches: they are scientific and objective, they are based on facts and evidence, they focus on actual political behavior, they try to avoid value judgments, they use observation, data, and verification, they study politics as it is, not merely as it ought to be. Thus, contemporary approaches made political theory more practical, scientific, and connected with real political life. However, they are also criticized because they sometimes ignore moral values such as justice, equality, liberty, and rights. Question 3. Cite the differences between normative and empirical approaches. Answer. The normative approach and the empirical approach are two important approaches to political theory. They differ in their nature, method, purpose, and subject matter. The normative approach studies politics from the viewpoint of values and ideals. It asks what political life ought to be. It is concerned with moral questions such as justice, liberty, equality, rights, and duties. On the other hand, the empirical approach studies politics through facts, observation, and experience. It asks what politics actually is. It tries to explain political reality in an objective and scientific way. Difference between normative and empirical approaches. Basis, meaning, normative approach studies politics according to values and ideals. Empirical approach studies politics according to facts and evidence. Main question, normative approach, what ought to be. Empirical approach, what is. Nature, normative approach, prescriptive. Empirical approach, descriptive. Basis, normative approach, morality, ethics, and values. Empirical approach, observation, experience, and data. Method, normative approach, moral reasoning and philosophical analysis. Empirical approach, scientific observation and verification. Focus, normative approach, justice, liberty, equality, rights, and duties. Empirical approach, political behavior, institutions, and processes. Aim, normative approach, to suggest ideal political arrangements. Empirical approach, to explain actual political reality. View of politics, normative approach, politics should be guided by moral principles. Empirical approach, politics should be studied through facts. Example question, normative approach, what is justice? Empirical approach, how do voters behave in elections? Limitation, normative approach, it may become too idealistic or abstract. Empirical approach, it may ignore moral values. Conclusion, the normative approach is important because it gives moral direction to politics. The empirical approach is important because it makes the study of politics scientific and factual. Both approaches are necessary for a complete understanding of political theory. Normative theory tells us what politics should aim for, while empirical theory tells us how politics actually works. So friends, we have completed all these question answers. From Unit 2, Approaches to Political Theory, Normative, Historical, and Empirical. We have already studied notes and summary of this chapter. You can find the link in the description and on the screen. If you like the video, kindly like, hype the video and share it with your friends. Also subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to receive new video notifications. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.